Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Nicole Nalepa. Today is Tuesday, March 2nd, Dr. Seuss's birthday. We are in an early morning weather alert, though. We saw and heard from so many of you about the whipping winds overnight and this morning, and those temperatures will only continue to drop. So Scott is monitoring it all for us right now. Scott, I know it's cold, but that wind is difficult to also drive through, too, this morning.
The wind will blow and blow and blow. It's off to space that some may go.
Very clever.
Dr. Seuss, little tribute there to Dr. Seuss. All right, let's take you out. It is really tough out there this morning. Wind advisory in effect for all 8 counties. Gusts 45 to 55. We had a 56-mile-an-hour wind gust at stores just about a half an hour ago. Our Doppler scans the state dry. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful sunrise this morning. 17 with a wind out of the northwest at 16 in Hartford. That's making it feel substantially colder. All right, so here's the temperature trend today. Only in the mid to upper 20s, maybe 30 in some locations in inland Connecticut. But we line up the sunshine through the day today. But those temperatures are way below average. We should be at about 44 for this time of year. And look at the wind symbols on our shoreline forecast here. Those are wind symbols right through 1 p.m. And then, of course, we're dealing with mostly sunny skies, but windy conditions through the day today. All right, here are the current temperatures: 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got an email from Todd in Colebrook. He's got a chilly 6 degrees. That is cold, and you factor in a little bit of a breeze. All right, a lot of a breeze. 16 miles an hour at Bradley and Brainerd, 22-mile-an-hour sustained wind in Bridgeport. These are the sustained winds, not the gusts. And here are some of the gusts to 40 miles an hour in 3 locations: Bradley, Willimantic, Groton. So this is what it feels like when you're walking out the door. Negative numbers for a good portion of the state. You've got 1 below in Norwich, 2 below in Waterbury, 3 below at Bradley, 6 below in Torrington, 8 below at Salisbury and in Putnam, and in the single digits, 0 in Chester, single digits along the shoreline. So it's a really tough start out there. Windy, windy, windy. The wind will relax a little bit later on. It's still going to be windy, but it's going to get a little bit better by later on this afternoon through tonight. Satellite and radar confirms there's not a lot going on out there, so we'll zoom ahead here to Futurecast. Tomorrow's weather today keeps us high and dry. Going to be a beautiful day in terms of sky conditions, but it's going to be cold and it's going to be windy. Now, so this is tomorrow, very early in the morning. We'll welcome in some clouds, not a big deal. Some clouds tomorrow afternoon through Wednesday afternoon. It's not going to be a big deal. It'll be partly to mostly sunny. As we take a look at the temperature trend through the day today. All right, here we go. We're only in the mid to upper teens by 11 o'clock this morning, and then we climb into the mid to upper 20s, maybe 30 for the shoreline. Let's take a look at the wind gust futurecast. It's still windy. We're talking about winds gusting 40, possibly 50 miles an hour through noontime today, and then they'll relax a little bit, and then they'll get better tonight, but still breezy tonight. This is the wind chill for today. I just ran the clock down through 5 p.m. 5, 6, 7, 9. This is at 5 p.m., you know, when it's supposed to be a little bit warmer, but temperatures are going to feel like they're in the single digits in parts of northern Connecticut. Windy and very cold today. Sunny, temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. And then your 7-day forecast includes bright golden sunshine. We line up the sun. No major storms in sight, but it's going to be breezy tomorrow with a high of 47. So a little bit of moderation tomorrow. That's good news. And then breezy on Thursday with a temperature of 39. Then it gets colder again for Friday, 34 degrees, 10 degrees below average with windy conditions that'll make it feel even harsher. Saturday and Sunday, no storms in sight, but the temperatures are going to be below average in the upper 30s and low 40s. And here come your shoreline highs, pretty equivalent to where we are headed inland. That's a check of your early warning forecast. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Thousands are without power following those strong winds from overnight. We have had photos we've been showing you of fallen trees damaging tree lines. That actually led to one catching on fire in Vernon, as you just saw this morning. Now, the fire department was on scene assessing the situation, and at this time there is no word on when power will be restored. But we know that Eversource is currently reporting about 290 outages in Vernon. More than 16,000 Eversource customers are without power across the state, and we did speak to them about 10-15 minutes ago, and they said they are busy working, trying to restore that power. So stay tuned. Also, a look now at the coronavirus numbers in our state. According to the governor's office, since Friday, the state's positivity rate remains about the same at 2.35%. We also know that 29 more people have died from the virus, but hospitalizations are down by 34. And we are your vaccine authority. Anger and disappointment over appointments as a new group of people became eligible for the vaccine this week. We're learning about a new set of problems. Some people were able to get a date on the calendar for their shot, but for many others, the huge rush to log on to the scheduling system yesterday actually ended up crippling it.
We've got about 500,000 people all going for those 100,000 doses, so you can see there's going to be a bit of a line right now.
When Governor Lamont first suggested administering vaccines based on age, he faced backlash, even from the White House. But he continues to defend his decision, saying that if we went with the CDC guidance, 1.8 million people would be vying for these doses compared to the 500,000 you just heard. President Biden can now add a Connecticut native to his cabinet this morning. Dr. Miguel Cardona will be sworn in as the next U.S. Education Secretary today after being confirmed by the Senate last night. And to celebrate his confirmation, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden will be visiting Meriden tomorrow. Dr. Cardona was a principal and assistant superintendent in Meriden and then the state's education commissioner since 2019.
His climb looks meteoric and miraculous, but it was based on hard work and a dedication and passion to education for others.
Dr. Cardona is the first UConn alumni to hold a cabinet position in the White House. We're going to be streaming his swearing-in ceremony live, so just make sure you have that Channel 3 app downloaded and look for a push alert, that is, on your phone. Now at 7:06, a nationwide search is underway for the suspect wanted in connection to the murder of a Yale grad student. Ching-Xuan Pan was last seen by family in Georgia last month. Over the weekend, police formally charged him with the murder of Kevin Jeong on Lawrence Street in New Haven. Right now, there's a $10,000 reward being offered for Pan's capture. He is considered armed and dangerous. Happening today, state lawmakers will be holding a public hearing to discuss the proposal of legalizing sports betting in our state. It would require the governor to reach a deal with casinos and tribes by October 1st. Now, under the proposal, the state would get an 8% cut of sports betting revenue and a 10% cut of online betting. Governor Lamont has pushed for legalizing sports betting as a way to generate money for Connecticut. There will be another hearing today held by the state's banking committee. Many people faced economic hardship and continue to. They're having trouble, especially paying for their homes. Now, as a result, the committee is going to be discussing several bills that may provide some much needed assistance. One bill could create a state emergency mortgage assistance loan program, which could help homeowners in defaulting on their mortgages. And we said March 2nd is the day. Today is National Read Across America Day, also known as Dr. Seuss Day because Dr. Seuss was born on this day. Well, there's one organization helping deliver books to children in New Haven. Listen to this. United Way of Greater New Haven will be delivering books to 26 classrooms at the Dr. Reginald Mayo Early Learning Center today. Over 200 volunteers have recorded themselves reading a book for students across the state, including many of us here at Channel 3. And the United Way will also be providing books and video content for more than 3,000 students across 10 schools in New Haven, Hampden, West Haven, and Brantford. That's great. This year's theme covers diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the books being delivered will all be featured, I should say, from diverse authors and perspectives. Make sure to pick up a book today and read to your child. Thanks so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News on this Tuesday. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day, everyone. Stay healthy and stay positive and stay warm, too.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.